Archaeological Survey of India also reconstituted some of the monuments. This site provides the best example of salvage archaeology, and few of the monuments have been reconstituted at Anupu and at Nagarjunakonda. These monuments consist of the monastery of site number 4, Mahastupa and upside shrine of site number 1, upside shrine of site number 43, stupa with a swastik inset of the site number 59, bathing ghat of site number 34, tank associated with the Ashwamedh sacrifice of site number 93, and megalithic 1 of site number 44, amphitheatre and Hariti temple of site number 17, and monasteries of site number 3 and 32A. The Archaeological Survey of India also established a site museum on island which exhibits the antiquities and the sculptural remains unearthed from the site of Nagarjunakonda. Many of the art pieces, relics, sculptures, coins, ornaments, images, small scale models, etc. have been kept at the museum. Some of the key gallery and others, the relics consisting of bones were placed inside a gold reliquary which was kept in a silver casket, which was then placed inside a copper casket, and all this was ultimately placed in a glazed pottery looking somewhat like a miniature stupa. Large sized Buddha images holding his garments and granting protection, images of yakshas and yakshinis, decorated architectural parts of the Buddhist shrines, etc. are displayed at the gallery. Panels in a sequence depicting scenes from the life of Buddha are usually shown with the beautifully carved Mithuna couples. The beams are shown ending with a Shalabhanjika, that is a tree names figures. The 5 important events of Buddha's life are the theme of one of the panels here, that is a birth, great renunciation, Mahavijay, Dhammachakra Pravartan, and the first sermon and Mahaparinibbana, or the passing away of great Buddha. The main gallery exhibits various lively panels depicting Buddhist stories and scenes from the Buddha's life, which were once a part of the body of the stupa, are displayed here. Buddha's life scenes depicted in the sculpture are the prediction of Dipankara Buddha about Brahman Sumed being born as a Gautama Buddha, the descent of white elephant into Maya's body, the birth of Siddhartha at Lumbini garden, a sage named Asita predicting Siddhartha's future either as a Chakravartin king or a great sage, visit to Shakyavardhan shrine by Siddhartha, etc. have been beautifully sculpted on panels. The Buddha's confrontation with the 4 scenes, that is a corpse, an old man, a diseased man, and an ascetic, Buddha's great renunciation, Chandaka breaking his news to King Shuddhodhan, Buddha's extreme penance, Sujata's offering him meal and rice, Mara's attack and defeat, Serpent King Muchilinda protecting Buddha, his enlightenment at Bodh Gaya, delivery of first sermon at Sarnath, Buddha's return to Kapilvastu and conversion of Rahula, conversion of other important people like King Ajashatru, Naga King Uruvela, Alavaka, and finally his Mahaparinibban at Kusinagar. The hall with the models include more than 100 excavated sites have been marked on the miniature model of the valley. Small scale models of sites like Mahastupa, Amphitheatre, Hariti Temple, Bahushrutiya Vihara, Mahishashaka Vihara, Brahmical temples, etc. are also displayed here. The narratives depicting Jataka stories or the events from the life of Buddha bear special mention that the mode of exhibiting the story is not only impressive but also the main objective of disseminating the Buddha's teachings behind these narratives had also been successful for many centuries. The architectural models of this site provide evidence of different experiments of Buddhist monastic architecture which further witness the culmination of Buddhist architecture at Nagarjunakonda. The site provides a good example of understanding the spatio-temporal context of sacred spaces in the religious architecture of early historic India with special reference to Buddhism. H. Sarkar's study on early Buddhist architecture sheds light on different models of Buddhist monastic architecture that evolved and developed at Nagarjunakonda. Nagarjunakonda became an imperative Buddhist site not only in the region of the Deccan but in South Asia as witnessed by the epigraphic evidence of its association with Sri Lanka. The site not only provides significant evidence of royal patronage by the Ikshwakus but also received community patronage representing various socio-economic groups, thus establishing the seminal role of contemporary society in the making of the site. It stands as a testimony to many stages of development of structures like stupas, viharas, chaityaguras, narrative panels, Buddha images, decorative motifs, other images, etc. The present remains and the archival photographs of the excavated remains bear testimony to the glorious past of the site through the ages. If the site of Nagarjunakonda could have been preserved fully in its original form, then it could have been one of the best Buddhist monastic sites of South Asia. Thank you.